Hey everybody, it's Bree and welcome back to another video. Today it's going to be a little bit different and we're going to be doing a tour video of my tree farm here because I've lost all the recording of the actual speed build itself. So I promise you that I did make this, but my game actually crashed about maybe like 3/4 of the way through building this. So luckily a lot of my progress was saved because I constantly go and save my game very frequently when I'm building. It happened to me once where I wasn't saving throughout the building process. My game crashed and I lost like over an hour of building progress. So to make sure that that never happens again, I always go and save very frequently. So the build itself saved, but the recording of the build did not save. So here it is completed and we're just going to do a little tour today. So I'm going to go into this cinematic mode here and I'll just kind of show you around. So my thought process here was actually based on some tree farms. There's quite a few around us, a little bit more towards like the country, but just outside of the city there's quite a few tree farms that look sort of similar to this. Usually they have like a home on the property, like people live there and then they also have their tree farm beside their home. I didn't want to build a full house, so what I did instead was I created this kind of little like ticket area. So if we go inside this little cabin here, you'll see that there's kind of like a little window with a cash register where you would pay for your trees. And I put a window on either side, as well as like these. I know this is a menu, but I was kind of thinking that it would be more of like a price list for trees. Usually depending on the type of tree that you're getting or the height of the tree, usually the prices kind of vary. So I wanted to kind of keep that in mind. Otherwise, it's pretty standard. It's basically just a lot of trees. So you kind of drive in this way. There's a little parking lot here if you want to park and get a hot chocolate or cozy up by the fire. There is a tree farm that we used to go to when we were kids, and it kind of had a little setup like this. So there was like a little trailer with a like hot chocolate and coffee and stuff like that that you could buy, and then they had a little fire pit where you could warm up and some little like seats and stuff like that where you could drink your hot chocolate. So I wanted to include this little area in the tree farm. And then otherwise it's just rows and rows and rows of trees. So here I wanted to separate them by the type of tree that they were. Usually that's how it's done. They're kind of planted in rows or sections depending on the type of tree. So for example, they would have like balsam fir in one area and blue spruce in another area and pine trees in another area. So that's kind of more or less what I did here. So you can see there's like a section of one type of tree, another type of tree, another type of tree. So there's just a lot of trees here, but I think it looks really beautiful, especially with the snow and everything. And then one of my favorite little kind of quirks about this place is usually when you go to tree farms, they have sections that you're not supposed to touch because the trees are growing. Of course, they're trees and they take many years to grow to the height that usually we would cut them down for our homes. So I put some kind of little teeny little trees here that are growing, and you're not supposed to cut these down because they're growing for next season or the seasons to come. So I wanted to include that. And then this kind of little field area is either like they're just seeds or there's just nothing there right now. So overall, that's the tree farm. Here's kind of more of like a bird's eye view of it. I think it just looks really pretty. As far as a functional lot goes, I mean, there's not really a whole lot that you can do here other than maybe get a hot chocolate and sit by the fire. But it's really pretty, and if you want to take nice screenshots of your Sims, maybe like bring them all out as a family to come get family Christmas photos done in the tree farm, you can do that as well. I don't know if that's a common thing to do, but I know in my area there's always like photographers that are doing photo shoots at tree farms around this time of year, and people bring their whole families out, or even just couples will go together and get some really pretty tree farm photos. So I tried to put a tree in a car. I can't really. I guess there's a mod that you can get where you can rotate objects however you'd like them to be. But I don't have that mod. I don't play with mods or CC or anything. So I just kind of stuck a tree in the back of this truck like this. I know that's not usually how people strap in their trees when they're going to bring it home, but it kind of works, and I think you get the point. So other than those areas, we're kind of coming up to the end of what's included in this little tree farm here. I wanted to put some like little wreaths and stuff like that for sale as well. So I used this fence to include the wreaths here. And here's just some other trees, maybe like pre-cut trees. I know sometimes tree farms will have that. They'll have trees that they've already cut down and are ready to go. Usually they're wrapped up in like a mesh wrap kind of thing so that you can easily transport it on your car. But I don't think we have mesh wrap trees in The Sims, so I just kind of stacked them here on these like pallets. So yeah, if you don't want to cut your own tree, but you still want to support a local tree farm, then you can come here and pick up your tree. Thank you so much for watching. I know this is kind of a weird style of video. It's different than what I've done before, only because I had lost that recording. But going forward, it should be pretty standard. It should be the same, back to speed builds and that sort of thing. If you like this style of video, let me know though. I'm open to feedback. I know it's not what I usually do, but if you like it, then maybe I could do this in the future as well. But otherwise, stay tuned for there are 2 more videos left in the 12 Days of Simsmas series, so that will be releasing on Wednesday and Friday of this week. And then that is it for Christmas builds, and then we're back to semi-regular programming. So I have some new ideas come January that I do want to do. I want to create and share them. So it's a little bit different than what I was doing beforehand, but yeah, semi-regular programming in January. Thank you again so much for watching and for supporting my tiny little channel and my little Instagram page. If you're not following me on Instagram yet, then feel free to go there. I usually post sneak peeks and stuff like that as well. And yeah, subscribe if you'd like to see more 12 Days of Simsmas stuff and other fun Sims content. So have a great weekend, have a great week, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.